Hey, Shalom, Markins is Vakar Makapash from Jim Eslana, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, to the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful elect, preaching his truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. I'm going to title this video something along the lines of what will you have left when you've lost everything, right? Because the time is coming, man, where, all these things that people chase after in this world, the gains that they looking to get, you know, it, it's all gonna go. It's all gonna disappear. You're gonna lose everything, man. These guys that are selling their souls for money, you know, to get materialistic things. It's all gonna disappear, man. And everything that you worked so hard for, and you know, I said, done all kind of manner of wickedness to get, is all gonna disappear from you, man. And you're gonna be left with nothing. Okay, you're gonna be completely vulnerable, man, because you guys like to brag and boast, because you got great things, great wealth, great riches, great substance, and you think this makes you untouchable, that you can do anything and prevent anything from bad from happening. That's not the case. Okay, and everybody's gonna find out. Everybody that takes pride in their in their substance, they're all about the bag. Okay, all about the cars or the houses or whatever the case may be, the women, whatever the case may be, right? What are you going to have left when everything has been taken away from you, right? For our souls, the hopeful members of the elect, we know what we're going to be left with, man. We're going to be left with our greatest treasure, unlike you. Okay, your greatest treasures are in this world, right? And so when they go, you're going to bug out. You're going to bug out, man, and you're going to be, like I said, in a vulnerable position, man, which is going to make you easy to manipulate, right? Because that's what Esau's going to do. He's gonna capitalize on the losses, right? The fact that you got nothing, yeah, and Esau's going to come in to give you something, okay, in the form of the MLTB, right? But because we're going to lose too. Don't get twisted. Anything that we got, any material substances that we got, we're going to lose too. And but we're going to be left with something. The Most High have given us something very precious, and that is our greatest treasure, man, and that is our faith, right? And the ability to endure the suffering, man, and to make the right decisions, man, because the Lord has given us knowledge and wisdom and understanding, okay, to deal with that time, right? And the Lord is going to reward those, that have that faith, okay, and in result in us receiving everything, in the end. So I just wanted to get into scriptures concerning this. So I'm going to start here in Matthew chapter 16, and let's see. I'm going to start from verse 25 here, right? Pardon me, right? It says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it," right? Anyone that's looking to, get things and protect themselves via this world, right? Thinking that money is the answer, or things surrounding money or whatever is the answer to safety and success and all these types of things, right? Right? You're gonna find that these are not answers to the troubles or the evils that are gonna come upon the earth, right? And ultimately, you're gonna lose all of that because your faith was in those things, okay? Chasing your dreams, chasing your aspirations in this world, you're gonna find that this whole world is bullshit. Everything you've been chasing has been bullshit, right? And it's not gonna mean anything, in the last days, right? It goes on to say, "And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it," right? So whoever is prepared to sacrifice these things, okay, that the world cherishes, will eventually find life, right? Because they would have pleased the Heavenly Father, man, and the Most High is gonna reward them, right, with everything that they that they've ever wanted. Because like I said, don't get twisted, man. We desire the same things that you people in the world do. We want to be successful and have money and women and nice things, but there's a way to go about it, and we know through the spirit of the Heavenly Father, how to obtain those things in righteousness, as opposed to this world. The way you get things in this world is only through wickedness and selfishness and pride and arrogancy and all these types of things, man. That's what this world is really doing to you or providing you, is you know making you be wicked, right? And so we know how to obtain these things through the right hand side, okay, to earn them, to really deserve them, as opposed to this world, man. This world, like I said, it takes you down dark paths in order to get these things, okay, which is only going to get people destroyed, for being wicked. All right. So in this world, we serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because that's what He's commanded us to do. All right. And we don't, you know, put too much weight into these things that are here on this side in this world in terms of possessions. We don't, you know, focus on them. We don't really care so much about them. Whatever the Most High has blessed us with, man, we take and be grateful for. But in terms of you know, giving it your all to obtain these things, nah, that's not really our mindset. We don't really care about this place. We understand that this place is going to be destroyed, and everything in it is going to be destroyed. So we're not going to get caught up on, the materialistic things in this world as others do in this world. Because they put their all into this world, man. Okay, their blood, sweat, and tears in order to obtain things from this world. Right, and like I said, it leads down, dark past, man. All right, but reading on this is for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world, right? So you gain great possessions. Like, we use these rap niggas a lot, but anybody in the entertainment industry, right? They have to do foul, wicked things, odious things, in order to gain that fame, to gain that wealth, to gain those great possessions, right? They have to sell their soul, okay? Which basically all that means is abandoning morality, okay? Righteousness is what that really is, okay? Abandoning the right way, right, for great wealth, okay? It says, if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul, right, you're finished, right? It says, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Once you've gone down that path, man, they ain't not coming back. You've done the deed, man, and like I said, you signed that contract with the devil, with Esau, right? He got you on the contract now. He owned your ass, yeah, quite literally. All right, and it's kind of like no breaking that contract. You're there as a pawn to him to do as he wishes with you. You got you locked into that contract, and so that's why you push all that crap music, that is doing nothing but destroying our people, man. Yeah, and so on, and getting it to do, become more and more wicked. It's a never ending cycle with you lot. Okay, but Esau knows what he's doing. That's why he's got you there. He's got you compromised, right? So yeah, you man lost your soul. Okay, so just so you can get the cars, the women, and all that shit, the money, the fame. Okay, for the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then shall reward every man according to his works. Right, the wicked and the righteous. Okay, but we know the majority of the people on this earth are wicked, and so they're going to be judged accordingly. Right. So very I say to you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Okay, which nods to reincarnation, man. But the righteous are going to be rewarded with a righteous judgment. A righteous reward. Let's see. Let me get this. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17 says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, right? Because they say these people get proud when they're doing well. Okay, when they got everything that they desire, they get proud. Yeah, they get proud. They start thinking they're better than other people just because they got more, right? So charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded. So we got to remind them, look, your riches don't mean shit, right? That's not going to save you in the time of wrath, right? It says, nor to trust in uncertain riches. Why is it uncertain? Because they're temporary. Things that are going to disappear in the time soon to come. They're not going to be forever. And we have to remind you of that, man. So you don't put your your soul and your spirit into it. You know? It says, but in the living, sorry, let me read that again. It says, be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, Yahweh, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. That they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, okay, which we warned you about, that they may lay hold on eternal life. Because there's greater riches than what we can receive in this place. Right? So it's better to serve the Most High and do the things that are righteous than to be rich. To get these things in on this side, man, because this side is temporary. It's not gonna last. Okay, but the world to come is an eternal eternal kingdom. Okay, it's like I said for eternal life, right? It's 1 Timothy chapter 6. Let's start from verse 6, right? It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. Like I said, we deal with what the Most High of put in our possession, but we don't, uh, kind of like focus on those things. Okay, we're not tied up to the things that we have. I'm trying to think of a word, man, because it's escaping me right now. Okay, but we're not attached. That's probably what I'm looking for. We're not attached to these things. Okay, well, these people are, because they work hard for it, right? They are attached to these things, man. They're attached to the things that they possess and don't want to give it up. That's why a lot of these like I said, these rapper dudes, these entertainment stars, man, they know who we are. They know what we teach, right? But none of them would ever be able to give up their status, their place in this world to serve in the truth. Even if they recognize that they believe or so called themselves believing or acknowledging us, they won't never leave that higher state. That's why it's difficult for a rich man to be in this truth, man, because they have a lot to give up. Okay, but you have to give it up, man. If you're serious about serving the Lord, then understand that. Okay, that your possessions are gonna be, they're gonna diminish. All right. This is godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation, right? Because that's everybody's end goal in this world, to be rich. Everybody's working to be rich, man. And a lot of them don't care how they become rich. All right. This is but they that will be rich fall into temptation, and a snare is a trap, right? And into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Right? That's the route that it leads everybody down. Okay, you're thinking, it's gonna make the life better. The only way it's gonna lead them is death and destruction. All right. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Okay. So it really is not really an answer for everything. Okay, but these people have been convinced that money is the answer to all things, okay, which it isn't. So I'm gonna get that here. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12, right? For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, right? Yeah, it can make your life better, make things a little bit easier. You got money. It's true. We all know this, right? But there's a balance here, an understanding that needs to be had, right? It says, for wisdom is a defense, right? You use knowledge, right? So, but the ecstasy of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it, right? Knowledge and the ecstasy of knowledge is a greater thing over riches, okay? And people don't really respect that. Okay, the knowledge that we have in terms of these scriptures, of the Heavenly Father, of Yahweh Shai, these are greater things than money, okay, than wealth. And it's gonna pay off in the end. And you people out here are gonna see that. Okay, because when your bank accounts are zero, when everything's been confiscated off you, when your house is burnt down, your car's burnt, all these things have been taken away from you, what are you gonna have left? If you haven't got this truth, man, you're not gonna have anything. You're not gonna have any hope. You're not gonna have any. You got no faith, so you can't have no hope. If you ain't got faith, you're not gonna have any hope. What are you hoping in? You people gonna what? Put your trust and faith in Esau? Good luck with that. He's only gonna stab you in the back because that's what an enemy does, right? That's what the devil do, right? But we're gonna have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Heavenly Father and His Word. Okay, so we're gonna understand what's going on in that time. We know how it's gonna end. Okay, and we know what's waiting for us for those that endure. All right, and so we're gonna move with hope. We're gonna move with faith. Right, that is what's gonna protect us. That's what's gonna drive us in that time. That's it. That is our greatest treasure. Okay, this word, and like I said, it's gonna pay dividends in that time. Okay, it might not look like it now, but when everybody's on a level playing field and everyone's got nothing, we're gonna have much more than you. you know. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 18. It says, neither their silver nor their gold, your money, your wealth, your possessions, or whatever, shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Right. So albeit it may be a defense, right? It's not gonna deliver you from the day of the Lord's wrath. Right? If you've been marked for judgment, man, there ain't no amount of money or possessions are gonna help you with that. But like I say, Esau has plans to pull the plug on this system, man. And everything that you own, you're not gonna own anymore. Anything that you got in the bank account is gonna be zero. Your cars, you're not gonna have you're not gonna have possession of cars. Okay, he want to lock you in a 15-minute city. He want to get rid of your cars, right? He want to take everything away from you, man. He want you begging, right? Begging for food, for water, for everything, right? And the way he's gonna do that is make you take that chip, that MOTB, right? And you're gonna be begging for those scraps, man. You're gonna be given that universal basic income to live off, right? And it ain't gonna afford you certain luxuries, So you're not gonna have anything, man, because you're gonna be so bad. You're not gonna get food. That's why you're gonna take the chip. So you people out here are gonna lose everything, man. To the the superstars of our nation, right? For Jake, any of these nations really, those that are well to do, certain businessmen and entertainers and all this kind of stuff. You're gonna find yourself, man, in a situation you never thought was possible. You thought you had it made. Yeah, you thought your money was too long to suffer like the rest of rest of these people. But you're gonna find out that's not the case, man. You're gonna get dragged down there to hell with everybody else, right? Struggling and suffering. Okay, in this evil time we're coming into. All right, so neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Right, and America's job is to be burnt by fire, by nuclear fire. Right, your money ain't gonna help you with that. Okay, Esau's money. Esau got the most. Well, he got the most debt, but he got the ability to print money, right? And he got trillions, and he's spending trillions and billions and all kinds of things, right? Even him, he can't defend himself with that. His money can't achieve anything to prevent the Heavenly Father from bringing judgment upon him. Right? There's no amount of money. It's going to be no good. It's Proverbs 11 verse 28. It says, he that trusteth in his riches shall fall. Right? Because like I said, people get proud, people get ignorant, arrogant, because they believe that they have all the means that they need to do anything they want. You know, but great and powerful men have all fallen, man, and they were wealthy too. Everybody has the time and chance happening to all men. Right? And it's the time's coming where all these guys, everybody that trusts in their possessions is going to be, you know, sorely disappointed. Right? The day is coming where they're going to have to, you know, give it all up. All right? So he that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. Why? Because they got faith, right? And so the Lord will take care of his servants, those that believe in him. Right? So they're gonna do good, they're gonna do all right. You know, they're gonna be better off than everybody else. You know? It's Genesis chapter 47, verse 13, because like I mentioned, there's gonna become a point where the money's gonna fail. Okay, your money ain't gonna be worth shit, your bank account's gonna read zero. Okay, whether you're Mayweather, whether you're, you know, whoever it is, your bank account's gonna read zero, man. And then what you gonna do? What are you gonna do then? What's your answers now? Can't use your money for anything. The only thing you can go do is go down, march down to a chipping station, yeah, to get some kind of currency, digital currency, man, to get some rations. That's the only thing you can do, because you're not gonna put your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So the only thing you're gonna do is walk down to the fucking chipping station and get your rations, man. But you're gonna be like everybody else, man. Dirt broke at the bottom. Okay, Esau's gonna equalize all you motherfuckers, man. Put you all at the bottom. The only people that are gonna be at the top are gonna be the elites of Esau. Everybody else is gonna be in the dirt. You know. So just an example here, Genesis 47, verse 13 says, and there was no bread in all the land, right? Because this world's gonna go for a famine, man. Okay, you're struggling to get food, right? And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore. So the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by the reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. All right, so there's going to come a point in time where this money's going to fail. Right, and Esau's going to make the switch over to the digital CBDCs. Right, you're going to have you implant yourselves with micro C-hips, so you can have access and use of that currency, because without it, you're not going to be able to buy or sell, as it reads in Revelation 13, which you're going to get in a minute. Right, but the money's going to fail. Right, and don't think, you know, you're going to be reimbursed. You know, what's that at the FCAA, financial, something like that. FD, no, that's the wrong one. The FC something, FCC or something like that, right? Don't think they're going to reimburse you. You're gonna get your credits on the chip, and you're gonna be happy with that, you know. So the money's gonna fail. Okay, same as it did in Egypt, man. Because this is nothing but a spiritual Egypt, man. Sodom and Egypt, right? And it's gonna play, you know, in a similar fashion, all right. I'll grab that and then I'll go back to that. Right? So Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that technology, okay, that chip technology, is being implanted as we speak, man, in people. You know, brain chips, hand chips, it's all here. Okay, all capable of doing what we say it's capable of doing. Okay, we use the technology every day in our phones and smart cards and all these things, watches, phones, whatever. Right? We're using the technology already. Okay, but they're gonna put that inside you, man, as a type of brand. You know, to denote ownership over you, right? Because that's what those back in Egypt, during that famine, they all sold themselves to Pharaoh, man, became his slaves, became his servants. Okay, Pharaoh owned them, right? And it's going to be the same with the people here on earth today, man. Once they take that MOTB, you're going to be property, okay? And your lives are going to be dictated by what's on that chip, right? And you're going to live by that chip, okay? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? So it's going to be, become a requirement for you to access, to food and rations and that kind of stuff, because you're not going to be able to make transactions without this. All right. It's Revelation chapter 6, verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand, right? And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine, right? And then this basically denotes the time period in the prophecy here, where things are going to become super inflated, super expensive. Okay, the money that you thought you had isn't going to buy the things that you used to buying, right? Things are going to be super inflated, right? That your common groceries, bread, milk, and things like that, if you can get hold of them, even, right, it's going to be super expensive. And here, basically, when you break this down, it's like a day's wage. Okay, just to get some bread or something, man, some basics, right? And this will be in that time, and you're going to see that your money just is failing, right, until it crashes and there's just nothing. It's worth nothing. Zeros in the bank account. Okay, the banking system's collapsed, right? But this is what people are going to experience. Okay, people are up in all kind of fucked up because interest rates were going up, and inflation was going up, and even though it seemed high, relatively, right, it is nothing compared to what it's gonna be, okay, in the future, right? But people were struggling just at those rises, 10%, 12%, 14%, whatever the case may be, right? That's gonna be nothing in comparison to what is gonna go up, okay, in the future. You people are really gonna get fucked. Okay, you people are really gonna struggle, and it's gonna be more people because obviously poor is gonna poor, always gonna be the poor. So they're always struggling, but more and more people that are better off, more well-to-do, are gonna find themselves in the same situation. It ain't just gonna be a case of, oh, we're gonna go on one less holiday this year. It ain't gonna be just that. You're gonna, like I said, these men were rolling up to food banks. These middle class people, they were rolling up to food banks, man, because they couldn't afford their food, because they probably got high mortgage, high car payments, and all that kind of stuff, and they can't afford to do it all, man, because inflation was kicking their ass, man. But it's gonna go up even more than that. More people are gonna lose their houses, more people are gonna lose their possessions, more and more people are gonna go to the food bank as the time goes on, right? People trust in their riches, man, and they're gonna find out that it ain't gonna work. It's not working for them no more. And these dickheads from the government tell you, oh, maybe they should just get another job, work another job. They don't give a shit, right? They don't give a shit because they're orchestrating this whole collapse, so they don't give a shit. Okay, they'll talk that crap, what is it? They speak loftily concerning oppression. They don't care, right? Right, but that's the time we're gonna head into, man, and your money's not gonna be any use, any good. All right. It's Daniel chapter 12, verse 1 says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Right, and that's the time we're heading into, man. And these people are gonna find out how bad it's gonna be. Okay, we can only, use the words we have to describe it, but it's never gonna do it justice, man. When this time, because you gotta feel it, right? It's gonna be felt. It's not gonna be just something you hear. It's gonna be felt, right? And so when it does happen, when it does come to that time, man, you're gonna find out how bad it really is. Because no one really knows how bad that is. Because there's been plenty of bad times upon the earth. But this is gonna be the worst one. You can't. There's no scope for that. You don't understand that really. Okay, not until you're in it. Right, until the world is in it. All right, but that's what's coming. Okay. But like I said, you know, when everybody in this world, when they lose everything, what are they really gonna have left, man? They're gonna have nothing, right? Whereas we, on the other hand, at least we're gonna have our faith. At least we know these scriptures. At least we have the Most High's word, right? To comfort us, right? To believe in, to have hope in, right? Because none of this is happening out of the blue for us, man. When it happens, it's not gonna be a shock. It's not gonna be like, oh my God, what we're gonna do? We already know how this is gonna work out, and albeit we might not know what we need to do at that very moment in time, right? We believe in trusting Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to guide us in the spirit to do what we need to do, right? But what we do know, what we do need to do is keep the faith. Right? And like I said, that is our greatest treasure, man. That is the greatest thing that we have in our possession right now that can't be taken away. Esau can't come and grab that. You know? He can take everything else, man, because this world belongs to him, man. He can take everything else, man. You take your houses, you can take your cars, you can take all this shit. You know? But he can't take what's in us. Right? So we're gonna have that in that day. And like I said, that's all gonna pay off, man. Okay, for us in that time. Alright? So this is Isaiah 33, verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So in that time of trouble, we're gonna be stable men, we're gonna be of a sound mind. Okay, we're not gonna be in fear. We're not gonna be worried. Okay, yes, it's gonna be difficult. Yes, it's gonna be uncomfortable at times, right? But we're gonna trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that He's gonna get us through it. Right? So we're gonna be of a sound mind in that time. Okay? So the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, this is the treasure what we have. Okay, it might not look like that, on the surface and to other people. Okay, but in that time, you're definitely going to see its worth. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse. Also verse 6, right? It says, for God who commanded the light to shine out of darkness has shined in our hearts, in our minds, right? To give the light of the knowledge, the glory of God in the face of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, right? In this body, in this mortal body. Okay. That the excellency of the power may be of God and not of us, right? So we're just in this body of flesh, ain't nothing special right now. Okay, we're just in a mortal body, but we have this treasure, right? But it can be easily broken, right? We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. Like I said, we know this evil, and this evil's coming. We know how bad it's going to be, so the things that are going to go on, right? But we're not distressed. Why is that? Because you understand, the end goal, the end result of this, right? We know the Lord is going to protect His elect. Okay, that they're going to endure until the end, right? This time of evil is not here to destroy the elect. It's there to test them, for sure, right? Like I said, it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be nice, but it's not to destroy the elect. No. All right, so we know the elect are going to get through it. The Lord is going to enable them to get through it, right? So we're not distressed, right? We are perplexed, but not in despair, right? Because we have hope, all right? Persecuted, but not forsaken. So we know we're going to go for persecutions. We know this, right? But not forsaken. It's part of the test, right? Cast down, but not destroyed, right? So always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahushua, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our body, for which live are always delivered unto death for Yahushua's sake, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So then death worketh in us, but life in you. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed and therefore I have spoken. We also believe and therefore speak. Knowing that he which raised up the Lord Yahushua shall raise up us also by Yahushua and shall present us with you. Right, so even if we die, we know the Most High is going to raise his elect. Okay, so that is not a concern to us, man. You know, we know some of us are going to be beheaded for this truth. Some of us are going to perish. Some have perished, you know, giving up the ghost. But we know that they're going to return with the Lord. Right? They're going to be raised first. So for all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might, through the thanksgiving of many, redound to the glory of God. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, right? So that's it. We don't put our stock in this world and the things that are in it, like it's gonna, deliver us or help us in some way, because it's not. Okay, the fashion of this world passeth away. These things are temporary. They're not going to do anything. Okay, they're meant to be destroyed, right? But the things that we don't see, okay, these things concerning the prophecies, our salvation, and so on, we don't see those things. We believe them through the scriptures, and you might see things out here, to that reaffirms your belief. We see chariots and things like this, spiritual signs and whatnot, right? But none of it is manifested yet. Okay, we're waiting for it to manifest. We're waiting for Yahushua to turn up with the angels and to deliver us from the lands that we're in. It hasn't happened yet. And for all intents and purposes, there's no real indication of that, other than the fact that we believe it. But these are the things that are, as it says, far more exceeding, right? So while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal. This world is temporal, everything in it. But the things which are not seen are eternal. And that's what we believe in, and that's what we're preparing ourselves for, that eternal. Okay, the manifestation of the things that we don't see or can't see. This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. It says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith." Right? That's what's going to get us over the finish line, man. That's what's going to get us to safety. Our faith. Right? So we're not left with nothing when everybody is brought down to zero. Okay, we're left with our faith, right? To be saved by it, right? So, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High, right? It's a gift given to us. And like I said, which is our greatest treasure, right? But it has to be given. It can't be bought, right? It can't be faked. It can't be forced. Fake it till you make it. It's not going to work, right? It has to be given by the Heavenly Father, right? And that gift of faith is only given to His elect, and that's a small number of people on this earth, man. Beginning with 144,000. All right. I say no one can take that from us, man. This is First Peter chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, "Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which according to his abundant mercy have begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahweh Shai from the dead, to an inheritance incorruptible." Right? So this is what we're trying to obtain. We're not trying to obtain the things in this world. They say we might have certain possessions or whatever, man, but we know that these things are only temporal. All right, and that they're going to be taken away. That the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. It has nothing to do with the individual, right? Some people think all I've got to do is work hard and I can attain all these things, and they think they're going to live this happy life. But it's going to come a point where the Most High is going to take those things away from you, man. Right? So what we're actually, striving for is to inherit an incorruptible, reward, right? So to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, right? Reserved in heaven for you, right? That's what we're seeking after, right? And the way you go about that is serving Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? By forsaking the things of this world, by not wanting to be a part of it, man. Give your energy, your time and energy to the Heavenly Father, man, and Yahweh Shai, not to Esau's kingdom, not to this world, right? So who are kept by the power of the Most High, kept, protected. That's what it is. The Most High have a care for his elect, right? So they're going to be kept through all the trials and tribulations that come upon them, right? So they are kept. So who are kept by the power of God, Yahweh, through faith, because they've been given that gift of faith, right? Unto salvation. That's part of the reward, to be saved from this evil time that we're heading into, right? Our faith is worth more than your riches, man. Because your faith isn't going to deliver you, but our faith will. Right? And we're going to receive this in an incorruptible inheritance, right? Which is going to far exceed anything that was obtainable on this side, man. So who are kept by the power of God through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. So which is the same time as those evil times, the same time as time of Jacob's trouble, same time as we're ready in Daniel 12:1. Okay, a time like no other, since it was a nation. It's the same time. They're going to be delivered through that time. And they could be revealed, right? It says, "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations." Right? That's the condition of brothers right now, going through all types of shit. Dealing with these fucking dickheads out here in the world, man. The scoffers and the scorners, the unbelievers. Those that are looking, to cause us trouble and do us harm. Right? Ailments in the body. Is all kinds of things brothers is going through. Right? It says that your trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shai. And that's what we want. We want to receive that praise and honor, man. To have done well, to have done good. Right? To have pleased the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shai. That is what we want, man. Right? It says, "Whom having not seen, ye love." Right? Again, at least in this time, we've never met Yahweh Shai. We believe in somebody we've never seen before. But we know. Through the scriptures, through the Spirit, we know. But never met. Like I said, at least on this side. In this lifetime. It says, "Having not seen ye love, in whom though now ye see him not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently." Right? Because we put our time and energy into this, right? Who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you. Okay, and that grace really only applies to the elect because only the elect can make use of it. Because only they can have remissions of sins, really. The Most High is going to have mercy upon them. Everybody else is going to receive the judgment. You know? So searching what manner of time the Spirit of the anointed, Yahushai, which was in them, did signify when it testified before the sufferings of Yahushai and the glory that should follow. That's what I wanted from that. Right, so this is, what we seek after, man. Or what we need to do, and what we need to go through to obtain these things. In 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 37, it says, Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringing forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side, right? And that's something that's increasing every day. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to that birth, right? To the coming of the Lord, right? And every day we closer to that, man. The pains, the troubles of this world, the plagues are growing and becoming more frequent. Okay, more trouble is forecasted ahead. Okay, it's not going to stop. Okay, oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Right? Pilgrims don't have shit except for the clothes on his back and the shoes on his feet. That's all he's got. He hasn't got no certain dwelling. Pilgrim is someone that's always on the move. Right? So he hasn't got any possessions. He's not carrying his possessions around with him. So that's how we're going to be, man. We're not going to have anything. Might have a car, but guess what? Got no petrol now. There's no way to use it, so you're just going to get left behind. Things like this, you're going to have to leave shit behind. Leave your house behind. It's not safe no more. Yeah, you put time in, a bit of time into it, making it look nice and whatever. You got your TV in there and, all kinds of shit. Because, brothers have got things and do things with their money and that. We're not bums. As Nate would have you believe. We have certain things, but guess what? It's going to come a point in time, we're just going to have to up and leave it, man. It's, leave it to the wolves. It's going to get smashed up, burnt down, whatever the case may be, man. It's not going to exist forever. Right? And we're going to have to up and leave things behind. Right? That's the way we're going to have to be. That's the way we have to be. Says verse 41, so he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Right? So we buy things, yeah. Got things, but you're going to lose them. And that's the understanding you have to have. These things are only temporal, they're only here for a time. Bro got certain hobbies and stuff like that. Like I like play guitar, my guitar sitting over there. What am I supposed to do? Carry that around with me? Long. Got better things to do, man. I got you know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna get left behind, man. That's just what it is. Like, so don't be attached to anything. Don't be attached to anything. Only be attached to this word. Right? Because none of this stuff is gonna mean anything or help you, or it's not gonna mean nothing in the end. It says, he that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, right? Again, right? And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. Like I said, you got a house, you might have done it up, the way you like it. You got a nice settee or something, footrest. Might have cable, got channels or whatever, wherever you got in it. I'm just throwing shit out there, but it's not, like I said, it's not gonna mean nothing. It's you're gonna have to leave it at some point. All right. He that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they should get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. Ultimately, it's all vanity. King Solomon, told us that. Everything that we do ultimately is it's not gonna mean anything. Other than serving the Lord. That's the only thing that isn't vanity. Everything else, like I said, this world is temporal, and everything in it's gonna disappear. The fashion of this world passeth away. So, you have to understand this. So I want from that. It's Isaiah 65 verse 13. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Right? The servants that the Lord has gifted with faith are also going to be gifted with provision, right? In a time where they have nothing. And there's plenty of examples in the scriptures of the Lord doing miracles like that. Right? So albeit, we might not have no substance to speak of, the Lord can provide us with ways to get the things that other people are struggling to get. And that's just purely because they're men of the Lord and they believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they have faith. And these are these are some of the rewards for having faith. The Lord gonna take care of you, man. Okay, when you need it the most, the Lord gonna be there. Right? Because like I say, what are these people gonna have when society crumbles and falls, man? Who's gonna provide for them? They're gonna have to look for it for themselves. Or look towards Esau, man, which means you're gonna have to take the MLTB. Okay, you're not gonna have a greater power watching over you and providing for you. They're not gonna have that. So we're very lucky to be in that situation, knowing that there's a greater power out there, to provide for us, man, when we need it the most. You think back to the stories in the scriptures. When we came out of Egypt, the Lord provided us with a manna from heaven and water out of rocks and quails and all these things. The Lord did it to keep us alive, right? And so we trust in that power, man, because we know what the Lord can do. All right. See, behold, my servants. I'll say it finishes this. Verse 13 again. So therefore, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. These people are going to be out here hungry, man. But they thought they had it down pat. They thought, these preppers, they thought they had every contingency planned for, and then one day they're going to find out that they're not where they needed to be, and guess what? Everything that they prepped gone to waste to them. It's vanity for them. But it might provide something for us, could be, But it's going to be like these things like that are going to be happening, man. So behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right? Because like I said, everything is going to be happening according to the word, man, which we know and understand. So we're going to glory in the fact that it's happening. Because we know it's just a matter of time before the Lord turns up, man. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Right? We're not going to be in a good place, man. But we're going to be, like I said, of a sober mind, because we understand what's happening. Right? And so we got the Lord out here providing for us, man. We ain't gonna worry about, making ourselves mighty men in that day. Doing 1,000 push-ups a day and training with the sword, training with the bow, training with the guns, and we ain't gonna worry about doing all of that. We don't, right? We ain't gonna worry about that in the slightest, man. Keep healthy. Don't fucking, destroy yourself. With bad habits. But the Lord never told us to become mighty men to enjoy that day so you can fight for food and stuff like that. The Lord never told us to do none of that. All we got to do is believe and rely upon the Lord, and everything else will sort itself out. Most I already spoke about sparrows, and let's see if I'll grab that up. I think it's that one I'm thinking about. Also about, what was it? Something else. It might have been a flower or something. Mini sparrows. I'll put this in the first. No, it's not this one. Clothed. I think it's in this one. All right, yeah. So it's from Luke 12 and 22. So he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for your body, what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap. You know, so we're not going to be able to prep anything for ourselves, man. We're going to be like living as pilgrims, going from place to place. We're not going to be anywhere to prepare ourselves or anything. You know, to sow anything, to reap. Okay. See, which consider ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and God feedeth them. Most High feedeth them, right? How much more are ye better than the fowls? Okay, we are the apple of the Most High's eye. Okay, we are His peculiar treasure. Okay, we're greater than the fowls of the air, right? And which of you taking thought can add to his stature 1 cubit? You can make yourself taller by thinking it. You can't yet. If ye then be not able to do the thing which is least, why take ye thought for the rest? Right? Because in that time, we're not, like I said, we're not gonna have anything. We're not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's plan this and do this. We're gonna be totally reliant on the Lord in that time, man. Because there's just nothing that we can do outside of that, really. Like I said, none of us are mighty men. You know, some of us maybe. I'm speaking for myself, right? None of us are mighty men that are gonna go out to war and fight bare people for the last fucking bag of peanuts, or you know, whatever the case may be. We're not gonna go do that. You know, we're not gonna be raiding people's houses and doing all the shit these other people are doing. You know, murdering and that just to eat. We're not gonna be doing that. So we're gonna be totally reliant upon the Lord to set up those situations and you know, for us to receive food and all that kind of stuff, right? So in that time, we're gonna take no thought whatsoever because we just don't have a choice. Don't even have a choice, man. You know. Verse 27. So consider the lilies, how they grow; they toil not, they don't work, they spin not. And yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Right, the Most High clothed the flower. He, you know, gave it its look. Right, natural. Right. If then God so clothe the grass which is today in the field, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will He clothe you, O ye of little faith? And seek not ye what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind. Right. So in that time, we're gonna have faith, man. We're gonna be relying upon the Lord for everything, constantly praying. You know, we're not gonna be of a doubtful mind. Okay. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after. We're definitely gonna see that. We're going to see how these people behave out here when their stomachs start emptying. They're not going to be as civilized as they would like you to believe they are, and you know how good they are and all this kind of stuff. You're going to see a completely different animal out here, man. Right, in these people, different type of spirit. And your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. Right, the Most High already knows, of course He does. Right, but rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Right, do the righteous work of the Lord, man. Seek the kingdom of heaven first. Right? It says, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, right? Where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth. Okay? And like I said, that is what we're heading towards, man. Okay, that is where our journey is going to lead us, or when we be of the elect. Okay? I'm just going to close out with this. Just a quick one, right? I think. Yeah. Right. This is Matthew 25 and verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but on the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Okay, that's what we want bestowed upon us, man, to receive this blessing. You know, this is the reward of our faith. Okay. So like I said, our faith is very, it's going to be vitally important, okay, in that time. And this is what everybody's going to lack. Everybody else in the world is going to lack this faith. Because they might have faith in something. They might believe in something. But it's not going to be the truth. It's not going to be in Yahweh Shai. It's not. Right? And so that is all going to fall on its face for them. Okay, they're going to fall into despair and anguish. You know? It's inevitable for them. Okay, but us that have the true belief are going to have real faith. Because it has to be real. What you have faith in has to be real. Otherwise it doesn't matter. You know, and these nations, these people that believe in their plastic, gods and all that kind of stuff, their gods of stone and wood, plastic Jesuses and all that shit, right? That's it. That's all gonna fail. Your money's gonna fail. You trust in money, that's gonna fail. Everything you trust in is gonna fail. Okay, but hey, scriptures say, Israel shall do valiantly. We're gonna do alright. We're gonna be alright in that time. Through our faith. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. Lord, when it's been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. So till next time, I say shalom.